Meta ads are evolving fast. I've personally spent over $10 million on Meta ads testing every single strategy under the sun. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the only strategy that works in 2025. Now, what I want you to do before we start is I want you to forget about lookalikes. I want you to forget about interest targeting or intricate targeting. I want you to forget about what worked 6 months ago, because the way advertising was done back then is not the way you want to do it today. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to explain to you how to properly set up your ad account for maximum success. I'm going to show you the thought process behind every single thing that we use so that you understand the philosophy of how to run your ads on Meta. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because in 2024 and 2025 alone, we've been helping multiple brands scale past $10,000 per day on Shopify, and that is mostly due to how we structured the meta ads of these brands. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to share with you the exact strategy. So let's get straight into it.
All right, welcome back on the other side. So essentially what I want to be doing here is I want to explain in just a few minutes what it takes to advertise successfully on Meta. Okay, a lot of founders that I speak with every single week, they come to me and they tell me, hey, Meta is a dead platform. I'm not getting a profitable ROAS and it's been 2 years. Like what's going on with the platform, right? I'm very skeptic of it being a solution for my business, right? And what I tell them is it's mostly due to your lack of skill or your lack of understanding what the platform actually does and how it should work, rather than the platform just not working. Because, Meta is still king when it comes to the ad platforms, and there's just no platform that's competing with them when it comes to cold traffic and scale, right? Whenever you want to scale, you can talk about Google, you can talk about TikTok, but Meta is still king. So I wanted to explain to you how the targeting should work there, right? You need to understand why we want to go broad instead of, I want to be very proactive on identifying who my customer is. And so I'm going to tell Facebook that I want 31-year-olds to 32-year-olds that like dogs, that like to play chess, and that shop frequently. Okay, well, cool. That sounds intuitive, right? To guide the AI, because you don't trust the AI. But let me tell you that Facebook or Meta has 52,000 data points per user on the platform. That's an immense amount of data per user. So they know exactly which types of ads are going to resonate with your customer. And on your end, you don't know that. You're just guessing, or you're just formulating hypotheses based on the customers that you have, right? But the amount of data that you have is incomparable to the amount of data that Facebook has, okay? So we need to trust the AI and understand what broad means. Broad doesn't mean your ads are going to be shown to 18 to 65 plus. That's not what it means. What it means is you're leading the AI with little to zero constraints, okay? You're telling the AI, out of all the pool of customers that might resonate with my products, show the ads to the most quality subset and then scale from there. And that's exactly what they do. So what they do is very simple. So let's say this is your entire total addressable market. They come and they slice a small, I would say, subset and show your ads to a few thousand people here, okay? Based on your inputs. So if you're selling swimwear and you're telling Facebook, hey, I'm giving you this creative that shows a nice model wearing a swimsuit, that's who Facebook is gonna target, right? It's gonna target mostly women. Right? It knows. So it analyzes your creative, your copy, your website as well, your landing page. Everything is analyzed so that it knows who to show the ads to. Okay. So it cuts a subset here. And this subset is determined by the quality of the inputs you give it. So a quality creative with quality copy with a quality landing page is going to be shown to quality customers, because Facebook at the end of the day wants to maximize the user experience more than anything. Okay. On the second stage, it also wants to make you a lot of money so that you keep on spending on the platform. You need to be playing both angles. Okay. You need to maximize the user experience, and you also need to spend some type of money so that Facebook rewards you. Okay. All right. So once Facebook cuts a subset here, what it does is it goes and basically cuts a second subset here based on the performance of the first one. So the performance of the first one, the first subset that it cuts, is the most important one because it determines the quality of the following subsets, if you will. So it cuts another one here, it shows your ads again. And if you do a good job, it keeps on showing your ads to relevant subsets. Okay. So that's how you get ads that perform. When you get ads that don't perform, it's because it showed it to a subset that didn't resonate with your ads. It got a low CTR, high CPM. It wasn't relevant to them. It doesn't reward you with good performance, basically. And it keeps on showing your ads to people that aren't really interested in your products. And that's because your inputs are not quality, right? But once you get to that subset, that is a good one for you, the first one, I mean, that's where you're going to be able to unlock other subsets that are going to be profitable for you as well. And that's why it's easier to scale with a broad targeting rather than an interest targeting, just because look how much space we have here. Like we can cut here, we can cut here, we can cut here, we can cut here. Compared to this, let's say this is your subset that you're kind of telling the AI to only target these people, you only have so much space before it gets filled out, and people keep on seeing your ads. Your frequency will go up, your CPM will go up, the user experience will drop because people keep seeing the same ads and they're not purchasing. And so your cost goes up. And then you're left with Facebook is not working. Well, no, your targeting is weak, right? You're not understanding how the platform works. So if you go here with quality inputs, that's how you unlock scale. Okay. So that's for the targeting. Very important. Next is how you set up your ad account. So you need to understand what you're going to be testing and how you're going to be advertising. The first step is identifying your market desire. Okay. I've got a few videos that I made on this subject, so please watch those. So the first thing, you need to identify your market desire. The second thing is your angle. From the market desire, what does the market actually want? You want to derive angles. And these are angles with which you're going to attack the market desire. Okay. You can come at it from this angle, from this angle, from that angle. You're going to have multiple angles. And from these angles, you're going to derive headlines, right? Or kind of, sentences that kind of frame the angle in a way that speaks to the market desire. That's what a headline is. Okay. And then you're going to test formats. So once you have a winning angle, a winning headline, you're going to test formats. So for example, you tested the static image with that headline, you got good results. You're going to then duplicate that to a video, a UGC video or a photo shoot or a video shoot, like a high production video or a carousel or another type of static or whatever type of format. You're going to just expand that headline. Okay. So how it works is very easy. The first step is the ABO. You want to be testing manually. You don't want to use CBO to test. Okay. So the first thing you want to test is headlines. Okay. So you're going to have an ad set that says broad 1 with the headline 1, headline 2. You're going to duplicate it as many times as possible based on your budget. I recommend you test between 15 to 50 or 15 to 35 dollars per ad set. Okay. And then once you get good resonance, the objective here is not to get sales at all costs. Here, we're trying to measure the initial market response, which means we want to measure front-end metrics, CTR, CPM. We want a headline that gives us high CTR and low CPM. That's ideal for us to identify that headline as a winning headline. And we want to compare every single headline. So here, what we want to do is we want to wait 72 hours for that test to finish. And once we identified the winning headline, we start creating more formats. We start expanding the formats and we start expanding that headline and hitting hard on that headline, test it further. Okay. And so how it looks is very simple. One ABO where you test this, one CBO with the winning ads, and then 1 to 2 retargeting campaigns, depending on your size. If you're an 8-figure business, 7-figure business, and you have a lot of data, a lot of traffic, you might need 2 retargeting campaigns. One being for the deepest funnel audiences, like your checkouts, your add to carts, et cetera. And the other one will be for your social engagers, kind of middle funnel type of retargeting. Okay, so that's how we do it. And I'm going to show you one account that we're doing it for at the moment. And you can see the setup is very, very simple. Okay, 1 retargeting campaign, bottom funnel, 1 retargeting campaign, middle funnel, and then 3 top of funnel campaigns that are proven to work. Okay, and then 1 ABO testing campaign. Okay, so how we do it is very simple. So when you hop onto the ad account in the morning, you're not burdened by thousands of data points, right? It's very, very condensed, and you can understand at a glance what's going on in the account, which campaign is bringing in the most sales, et cetera, right? And it's very, very simple. There are so many ad accounts that I go into. It's a complete mess because it's 26 different campaigns, no clear objective, no clear philosophy of what's going on or what are we trying to achieve. It's literally just launching and praying it works. That's not how we do it here. So please make sure to follow this structure. It's the most efficient structure that I've found personally to work for every single client that we help and that we assist in scaling. And it works across different industries. This is for fashion, but we've seen it work in the leatherworks, in the supplements industry, skincare, beauty, whatever the case may be. This stuff works, right? And it's very simple. You test on an ABO manually, then you plug all the winning ads into a CBO. You scale that CBO 20 to 30% every other day until the results start to dip. You have a retargeting campaign that collects the deep funnel customers or the lowest hanging fruit. And you've got a middle funnel campaign, which is a retargeting campaign as well, that keeps people in the loop. And you get a web of content that is kind of working for you 24/7. And that's how you scale with Meta in 2025.
So hopefully you got some value from this video. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Omar. I'm the founder at Overall Plans, which is a direct-to-consumer growth partner for e-commerce companies that are looking to get to 7, 8 figures, even potentially 9 figures with their e-commerce store. We've been helping e-commerce businesses for the past 5 years. We're incredibly good at it. And if you want to learn more, make sure to subscribe to the channel. On the other hand, if you're looking for a growth partner that is actually going to make you grow sustainably, profitably, and make sure that you're growing your business every single month, make sure to book a call with us. Let's see what you got. And if it's a great fit, let's get to work and let's scale your business. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.